Starting from the back.
I'm Julie on the Julie Baby.
Prospect. Prospect. Prospect.
My name been changed to Miss Juicy Baby, Miss Innocent, all the above. Yes, baby.
No member. Introduce yourself. Come on.
Oh, TVC, Big Bad Joyce.
My bro.
Oh.
And I am your CEO, Ken Jones. So, outside of every week, we're going to start off being a little education. So, I'm going to talk about 3 minutes out of this, talk about this credit. And go to a little education out there. Okay? So, when you're trying to build your credit, number one, whatever the max amount is, only use a fourth of it. Okay? Because when you do excessive credit card usage, that's when you score that. So you can have 7, 8 credit cards and pay more time, but if you're spending more than a third, more than a fourth on that card, it's actually going to hurt you. Even though you paid it on time, it's still going to hurt you. So remember, when you use credit cards and you're trying to build your credit, say about a fourth of what the credit card is. And also, when you're going out to eat, when you're getting gas and all of that, start using your cards. But every time you use that card to swipe with, make sure you have the cash to put back. You have to be disciplined with it. Okay? So like I said, start using your cards for gas, little snacks and things like that. But make sure you pay it probably a week before the due date. Because if you paid on the 3rd, it's due on the 3rd, it still has to process. And that's where it looks like you're paying late, but you're really not. So pay a week before the actual due date. And like I said, keep it at a 4th, and you see your credit score go up somewhere. Now, moving on. What we're going to do is talk about some lyrics real quick. Like, we got a couple of things I looked up in wild lyrics. And we had one, and y'all tell me what y'all think about it. It says, it's by Notorious B.I.G. Me and My Bitch. It's the name of the song. And on one verse it says, when I met you, I met my first instinct was to trick. You look so good, I sucked on your daddy's dick. So, what are y'all? It's on Biggie's. The song's called Me and My Bitch. It's the name of the song. So, what
Read them words again.
It said, when I met you, I admit my first instinct was to trick. You look so good, I suck on your daddy's dick.
Oh, well, Jesus.
I don't want to look
I don't want to look that good neither.
That's a little too much.
I just want to look regular.
That's a little too much.
If I know that, I'd never be with it.
Oh, you didn't say buy him a drink, but then you said.
That's my granddaddy's son.
So, y'all.
That came out of Biggie mouth?
Yeah, I have to pass. I have to exit the building.
Okay.
So we can't date.
So we got another one. This one just retarded.
Okay.
It's nothing but a G thing by Dr. Dre.
Okay.
And he says, never let me slip, because if I slip, then I'm slipping.
Okay.
Yeah, was that logical to y'all?
Never let me slip, because if I slip, then I'm slipping. So he telling his partner never let him slip, because if he slips, shit, he slipped.
Yeah.
Catch him, nigga.
That makes sense.
You see me falling?
Okay.
Catch me then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the other one was, I had a one more.
Never live so serious.
Oh, then I found one where he that he meant that he just used women. Nothing on you by B.O.B. Baby, you the whole package. Plus you pay your taxes. He said, baby, you the whole package. Plus you pay your taxes.
Everybody don't pay the taxes.
I got some lyrics.
What you got that is
Lyrics go. Baby, I lick you up. Can I lick you down?
All right.
Turn around, baby. Let me lick you all
Oh,
around.
well. All right now.
What you think about that?
CEO, what do you think about that?
I mean, I think that is a beautiful lyric, you know what I'm saying? For the right person, it's the right lyric for the right person.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to be the right person. Can't be in everybody, you know.
Everybody can't be licking
Yeah,
up and
it
down.
can't be no community shit.
Turning you around.
It doesn't.
Get that monkey box. There you go, kiss the monkey box. Real monkey.
But real talk, now, we had to loosen up, have a couple jokes. Now we'll talk something a little more serious, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all know we go into the laughter, then we go into the juicy part. Well, I'm sorry.
We going to the juicy part. What
Well,
is
the
it?
juicy is freaky. And then think about choice. I got a little confused. Don't worry about it.
This is everybody.
Think about choice. Boy. But before we get to that, we're going to talk about something. I wish it decide that I was serious. Yeah, that's y'all opinion on it. The coach that got shot at the Little League football game. You know. And I have a view on it, but I'm going to give, my co-host and my other members a chance to speak on it before I do. And just tell me, what are your thoughts on it, and do you feel like, from what you do know, what's your opinion on the situation?
I hate that it happened. It was a cowardly act. I feel, as adults, you gotta know how to handle situations a little better. I feel we get so eager to pick up a gun and think the gun is gonna always solve the problem when it's not. It's really bad where you have to bring a gun to a kid's function. That's the biggest thing, that you bring a gun to a kid's function. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be kids running and enjoying the sports. But you have adults trying to live their NFL life, their college life through their kids, and it gets a little ugly. And so I really hate that happened. I hate his kids were out there to witness that. I just hate that there's kids that now are going to be raised without a father now, without the leadership that they had.
Well, what are some of the things you think that should be done to try to, keep some of that stuff from happening? Because someone was telling me that they are coaching a football league, and he was saying that you can pay the police to come out, but the police charge like $600, $350 or something like that. So it's kind of hard for the coaches and stuff to pay that. But then he also said they make a lot of money from getting those kids to join the team and stuff, so they should be able to pay that. So
well, I coach Little League football. I coach flag. I coach for 4, 5, and 6 year olds. I coach for the Bengals. We're at the Baker Center. Come see. But besides that,
basically a sign, huh?
Yeah.
What was the name for the football team?
The Bengals.
The Bengals, okay. That orange and black, ain't it?
Mhm.
Were they orange and black?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I've learned is this: they don't always make enough money. We really don't, because we have fees that kids are supposed to pay.
Yeah.
But half the time the
They
parents
can't
don't
afford it.
pay. Then just like I got two rewards right now. I need to buy cleats for them
Yeah.
because their mama say, which I don't know if they can't afford to get cleats.
Right.
So we end up spending a lot of money when it comes to this coaching. I don't think people understand that it's voluntary.
Yeah.
We don't get paid for it.
Because you guys have to step up and be the big
Right.
brother, so y'all
And
become
so
a mentor.
sometimes tempers do flare, and people and men we do get frustrated, and sometimes it is misdirected. I'm going to say that.
Now, do the moms sometimes expect you guys to step up and take?
A lot of times that's what a lot of these kids that come, their moms are really looking for that father figure.
Wow.
They're really looking for the father figure for their child. You know. And then you have other fathers that you have fathers that are involved. So I'm not gonna say they're not involved, but it's like 50-50. Half fathers are involved, the other half are not.
So is it easy to pick up a football mom?
If she is looking for that, yeah, I mean, if she looking for that, you know,
The father
for the
figure?
father figure, and you giving that son that attention, and she sees it,
So I need to start going to the football game. Huh?
man.
A lot of single mamas out there.
Man.
Y'all hear that, guys? If you're looking for a woman, just start going to the Little League football games. You might find some.
They try to get that extra coaching.
Yeah.
Or go buy the
All they looking for is coaches and cleats.
or come by the tree and coach.
We got a question from the sideline.
Hey everybody, just wanted to give some facts. I heard hiring more police and all that. Well, let's do some facts about our great city of Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas is short 790 officers. If someone slapped the shit out of one of y'all right now, and we call the police, they're not coming. They're gonna tell you to go online and file a report.
Wow.
There has to be something emergency for the police to come over.
When a nigga got shot, I don't think there's no more emergency than that.
I'm just saying, but y'all said, like, I heard, like, you need the money in the budget to have a police officer come to the game.
Yeah, yeah.
There's none.
So they wouldn't even if you had
There's
the budget.
none. There's no budget right now because our great city of Dallas is short. Damn near 1,000 officers.
And why
So the
is
police is not the problem or the solution. We are the problem and the solution.
So we got to call Famicom?
Nah, we gotta call ourselves. When somebody knew that a young black man was on that field with a gun, they should have beat his ass up right then.
Right, but if
They should have said something then.
Lady got
Right,
shot
but
too.
then-
Okay, but
nobody knew
say something
that,
then. Like if we would call the police and say, hey, this man coaching on the sideline with a gun, they probably would have came
Yeah,
out. They couldn't
yeah.
do nothing because we passed that law that said you can have a pistol on you without any motherfucking mean
Wow.
instructions how to use it, no license.
Somebody got to be registered.
But no, you don't have to be registered. nothing.
So anybody can carry a
So I just
motherfucker.
wanted to clarify with the Dallas police, man. I love the police. If one of you motherfuckers do something to me, I'm calling the police on y'all right now. They might not come, but it is. But it's not the police fault, man. We have to police our own community, y'all. We have to do that.
Profiler, what you
See
think?
something, say something.
What you
I'm
think?
calling the feds.
But I just
Hey, they upon the police? Calling the National Guard.
Different budget.
Well, I'm calling Donald Trump.
Y'all gotta let my co-founder talk.
All
I
right, here
just
we go.
remember being a parent, because my son played Little League at the time of Cummings, when he played for the Oak Cliff Redskins. But anyway, I just remember as parents,
Are we proud of that?
we like whatever team you played on, so your team played in the evening time, those coaches, they secured the gates and stuff, and they alternated, you know, so it was like a team effort. It wasn't nobody, like, you didn't leave to the end of the game, you didn't just go to your game and you gone. But just to speak on and do what they shot to do, if you go on Facebook and look at the different comments, everybody says that at every game that he has ever attended, it's always a controversy.
So he was the guy.
So he's known for carrying the wisdom.
So why they keep letting them go to the game?
Exactly. And there's ways, like, you know,
It should be rules, and people should be able to get banned.
You can ban people from coming to your event.
Because of money.
but regardless if his brother has the money or not, if he has an attitude
Yeah, if he's the problem.
then he didn't need to be
Yeah.
he
He
didn't
don't
need to be a
around kids.
coach.
How many times you put up with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, they were paying all the bills?
I'm sorry, repeat that
He
question.
said, how many times have you put up with your spouse or your boyfriend?
Well, let's
Because
go.
they get on the
Okay,
bill.
well, wait a minute. So let me tell you, I just for me, I'm not getting ready to tolerate
Anything.
anything. I will go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go with I will get a second job to make things happen. You don't have to take somebody's crap.
Yeah.
You just don't have to. And if you settle and you take it, then you're weak.
Right.
Because you're settling. I don't settle. You gotta go with your A game if you want me.
But you know what it is too? They really don't have, there is a background check, but the background check is not, it's a case by case basis on the background check.
Okay.
So there is a background check within it, but if you really don't have a
So you gotta have a background check to be a coach
But think about it,
or to get in the
yeah,
game.
depending on what league you're in, like Pop Warner does background checks.
Okay.
So, but they're checking more so for like if you mess with kids or things like that. They're
But
not,
then, you know, now I heard that one of the guys had a endangerment of a child, and you know.
I say always say it was a league because it's like we're in the league, it's not Pop Warner. So it depends on certain
So basically,
leagues,
anybody can be around your kids.
depending on what league you're in.
Wow.
It depends on what league you're in. Like Pop Warner, like they do more of a background check. Like the league I'm in, they do one, but it's not as extensive.
So,
it
so we
depends on
can't
what
say we
league
can't
you're
say
in.
that the parents should do an extensive check on the people that they're letting their children be around, even if it's in football, because a lot of parents want to take their kids out to football, soccer, baseball, and they really don't know these coaches.
The problem is they need to quit dropping their damn kids off the league.
They're looking for babysitters.
Yeah, stay there and watch that coach interact.
Wow.
When after practice,
Yeah, because I done heard a lot of coaches cuss the shit out them kids. Get your ass out! You ain't playing today. You're lazy, you know. So is that a part of the rehabilitation?
So is it worth having the little leagues, since really background checks are really not being done on coaches? Because most of the
It's not safe.
It's not safe, and you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know if you're dealing with a child molester. You don't know
Pedophile,
if somebody has family
Well, that's what I'm
violence. You don't
saying.
know. So what's the point
And
of
then the
having
kids are getting the kids are feeling like they're entitled to respect them because they coach. Coach, what's up, coach? Hey, coach.
But it's
coach,
not.
and coach feeling
But
on
it's
your
not.
booty and shit. You can't even
But
tell
I'm
it.
saying it's not everybody. That's what I'm saying. The mistake what we just said was that there are background checks. Once again,
Not extensive.
it depends on what league you're in.
Yeah, I mean, but these are kids. They should be. I mean, it should be extensive for kids.
We're talking about leagues, but it happens in the schools. Teachers
Yeah.
don't get background checks.
Yeah.
That's why you think teachers mess with students. Why you think, and that's because if there's no background checks, there's no drug tests. Teachers
Wow.
and
Yeah, because I know teachers that get hired to bitch. I sold a couple of them.
Background check is not, you as an individual should know what you should be doing to these children.
Yeah, but everybody don't think
Well,
that.
Everybody's not, they're not gonna have that mentality, but still, like, damn, it's because most of them are abused themselves.
Yeah,
Most predators are abused themselves.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I believe if you get therapy, you know what I'm saying, if you're not afraid to speak out on your position,
I mean,
and
You
you
can be
receive
but I
somebody-
believe if you know that you have a fucking problem, you shouldn't choose jobs with kids.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're a pedophile, you know you shouldn't even want to work with kids. You know what I'm
But I'm
talking
gonna
about?
say this.
But that's wrong. Sometimes
That's
that's how they hide. That's how they
But,
hide.
but think about it, you can't have one bad apple for the bunch too.
But-
And that thing is you can't censor and say because you have 1,000 coaches. But out of that 1,000, you might have 30 that are bad, that are assholes. So, but what about the other 900 that's good?
Well, they should have seen those 30. They should have saw those 30.
But they don't.
But that's
But,
what I'm saying.
Like,
If
it's
you have the,
individual accidents, people.
right, what I'm saying, and a predator knows how to hide.
Yeah.
So
But
you really sometimes you don't know. You can't just because there's a couple of dudes that you would have never thought this and that about them because they hid it.
I used to work at a Bell's woman. and you would not imagine people who will come in there. Like, you were like, damn, you went to jail for this? Like, bring that bell on, you know, everybody business. You pull up everybody's stuff. Like, just like when he shot that boy, I went back and I looked up all his shit. Everything. It's like he just got convicted last month. At the beginning of July. Got a conviction for crazy stuff. So now he on a non-bond because, hey,
He's already in
he
it.
has a cycle
Yeah.
of fucking up, basically.
Right.
They
But
knew
you
they
got the
knew
money
you
to
was
pay.
crazy.
Right.
He got the money to
But
pay
he
to get
has
out
the
though.
money to pay, but the people around him that know him
They
knew
shoulda
that he
knew,
was
yeah.
not
Unstable.
qualified
Yeah.
to be in that position. And they should have said, no, I think you should sit this
Yeah.
because you're not stable enough. And if you loved him enough, you would have seeked some help for him because he needed some help. And so, once again, he done made it very hard moving forward for the next coach because nobody's going to want to take their kids on the field because now
They feel
nobody
unprotected.
knows, people are not going to feel safe
Yeah,
anymore. Regardless of what you do, they're not going to feel safe. So one bad apple can ruin a bunch. It can ruin it for everybody. It would not surprise me if people started pulling their kids out of playing Little League football.
That's true.
Because my child would be coming
But
out.
again, it's an organizational thing. It's not
Right.
an actual coach. It's an organizational head, just like the CEO or just like the guy who runs this studio here. You know your people in position up under you. I've been coaching the same kids since they were 6 years old. Now they're all sophomores in high school. When you bring your son over, the first thing I do is look at you as a dad. I understand you want to come in and be around your son, but I'm still checking you about your son. My job is to protect your child against any and everybody. They go to basketball games. That when we go out together, I'm checking each and everybody. So as an organizational head at the front, you have to know the coaches in place. I understand what you're saying about doing background checks, but I know my coaches because me and my coaches go out together. We do things. I know which one of my current coaches are quiet, which one of them loud, which one of them are pervert, which one of them do what, because we all together because I know my guys. It's an organizational thing. It started in the front. You can't just blame like or football, flag football, because what about the kids that need that? Y'all just said how many kids are healthy, how many kids he's giving cleats. So we gonna take that away based on one person? No, you can take it away based on an organization. That organization needs some work. That guy who's running his stuff needs some work. But the like Little League football, no, it just needs to be.
Yeah, because
tightened up.
it's a good thing for the kids, you know. It's just that's what we're talking about, the cracks and the slips
Right.
that people are able to slip in and be able to get in these positions and be able to cause harm to each other, the fans or the kids. You
Why
know?
not hire third-party security
Now,
officers?
now we're just talking
Police
about
officers.
this guy here because he just shot another guy. But what if
Well,
one of the kids would have got shot?
Well, I'm gonna say this too.
You know?
I'm gonna say this too, and a lot of people ain't gonna like it, but at the same time, because I had a discussion with it too. I saw part of it too, and I don't. From what I can see, I just saw where it was them on this side. If I come on this side, he was like in front, and like the pole there that with the marker. I saw it get swung at the group first.
Well, the
Now,
guy
I
was
see
coming at
him.
the. I was told that the guy was coming at the referee first. And
Well,
then
see,
the
they
coach
show
got
it because the video. No, you look at the video before they started swinging on him. The got swung.
Yeah.
You
That
look
might
at the
have-
video.
That might have been the referee.
Look at the video. Like I said, the marker piece got swung first, and then the group did attack. But the marker piece got swung first.
So you saying he initiated the situation?
Exactly.
He did initiate it. Now I don't agree you put out a gun and shooting a man, but when I say you have to say look at the facts and look at everything from the beginning to the end. Because at one point, like I said from the video that I saw, and from that point, the first swing motion was him.
At the end of the day, it's two men taken away from their family.
Right?
But instead of the crowds running out trying to
No
fight,
one thinking about
it would have been a lot better if the same amount of people would have broke it up.
Before
Before it escalated like
Right.
that. There was a million people on the field trying to fight and show how bad
Nobody
they were.
thinking
When
about
nobody, it's probably two people trying to break
Because
it
in
up.
the video that I saw, you heard, that's what I'm saying, you heard him say, oh, you picking up the pole, you picking up the pole. He didn't say he's getting jumped. You heard on the video, you heard him say, oh, he picking up the pole, he picking up the pole. He decided.
But that's just like, okay, I'm gonna use, we done been out before. We go out, and you know the situation that happened at the club we used to go to that's closed, and what is it, your favorite spot?
The Blue Flame.
Why?
What is it?
Austin Avenue.
I'm a hothead. I'm quiet, I'm laid back and reserved. But if this is my crew and my girl come and say, hey, that we got an issue over there, I'm the one that always want to go handle the issue. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm the one that always want to go handle
Pull
the
up
issue.
game strong.
Yeah, because I'm quiet. The quiet one, y'all, I just have to show you better than I can tell you, you know. And because I'm the one who went to the other people and tried to handle the situation. I'm
Yeah,
the one that got to do that.
did you go calmly or you went with some shit?
I went
With the
drunk.
shit.
Because at that time,
When you bring shit, you end up getting
Get
just what
shit.
you bring. And
You're
I'm gonna tell
right.
you about that pull-up game. I was watching a situation on the internet where this girl, all these girls be, my pull-up game, and said, so she actually pulled up into these people's house. It was a whole family in there, grandma, uncle, cousin, auntie. This woman got her ass beat from the door back to her car. Even the dog was biting her ass. The grandma had the bat. I mean, everybody in the house came out and they was telling her, you a stupid motherfucker. You gonna come to nobody's house. You don't know what they got in their house. But I'm talking about they bust the head with the bat and everything. So you gotta watch out for that shit. Some shit, it sounds good, but I'm not finna put up to nobody motherfucking house talking about my pull-up game strong.
But
My shit's weak as a bitch, but when I catch it,
All
it's
I
on.
know, what you say?
Does anybody have a pillow?
Or what?
Because Judy Booty's getting on.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
it's not a fact.
she need a pillow. She said her booty getting on. She need a pillow.
Well, all I know,
Let me slide.
I don't care what we got going on.
Yeah, this might go
As
work.
long as you
Her
don't
booty right
hit
here
me, we
getting
good.
on.
I ain't feel it. You hear me? I ain't feel nothing.
There you go.
I'm good. Y'all good.
Oh, you'll come back in a minute. You gotta fill them back.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you get used to.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You
All
want
right.
to switch, you want to sit right here and I'll take the back?
Y'all go ahead.
I'm going for the bag.
So what do you guys think about what about the girl who was mad at the boyfriend about the hamburger? So you know, we talked about that.
You talking about the kids?
Yeah.
We still on the kids?
Yeah, we got to get some clarity on this
I mean,
because
it's
I don't understand if is that something that's okay? Do women think that the man that they're talking to is supposed to take care of all the children, or is it okay for him to feel like he don't have to be responsible for the other kids?
If he has it and he's able to help out and feed the other kids, then cool. If he only has enough funds to only feed his child, then you have to respect that too. I mean, it is what it is, you know. If you able to split a Happy Meal amongst 4, 5, 6, then okay, then you know, you get a piece of nugget, you get a piece of nugget, and everybody get a piece
We all
of
know
nugget.
that.
With 3 fries. With 3 fries. Y'all got 50 fries too.
Mama used to flip it around. Huh?
Same for real.
Chris, what you think about it?
I ain't went to school, I ain't heard it.
The young lady who went off
Now what happened?
on her baby daddy because he came with a kid's meal solely for his son. And she
Left
was
out the
like,
other
I have 2 other kids and you knew that when you dated me, which they're no longer dating, but she still had a fit that he only brought food for her
When they was
son.
dating.
No, this is after they
That's
dated.
after
She
they
called
dated.
him to bring. She said
She
your
had
son
an
hungry.
issue.
So she didn't say the kids are hungry. She said your son hungry.
Well, then I would have bought my stuff for me.
But she got mad and slung the shit out in the street. Said, you know I got some more kids. Why you didn't
But
bring
you
them?
didn't say the kids.
Didn't clarify
Exactly.
that.
I mean, but at the same time, he could have thought about it.
Yeah, he could have thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, even though he bought his son something.
But she didn't specifically say,
out of
you know.
common courtesy, if you know it's 2 other kids.
Well, then it depends on the relationship too.
I mean,
Well,
But then he didn't know if they were there or not. You
Well,
know.
hell, he should have went to Little Caesars and got the 5
Hot and ready.
5 and
Motherfucker,
5.
If she really wanted all her kids to be fed, she would have said,
Hot and ready.
my kids are hungry.
But I'm quite sure the
But even if I know that other kids are there,
You're gonna take
what I'm
it
saying,
anyway.
the situation is, if, like we don't know, she could be laying up with a nigga every night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm knowing that you lay up with different niggas, man, I'm gonna take her of mine, and the niggas you laying up with, have them take care of them.
well,
Nah,
I think
you know what I'm
I'm gonna look at it different because the kids has nothing to do with our relationship,
Yeah.
a personal relationship we used to have or whatever. Because at one point I cared about these children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make sure regardless.
Okay, but what
And
do you
then
think of
too,
one
he
night
might have thought
stand?
the other kids, cause she did say, for your
Your
son
son.
hungry.
Yeah, she
You
didn't
know what I'm
say-
saying? They got their daddy. Maybe he thought, hey,
They
they
was
daddy
getting
got
taken care
them.
of,
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She ain't say, hey, boo, these kids is hungry over here.
So that's a
She
two-way
said, your
street.
son. So you can't get mad at him. You know
No,
what
he
I'm
didn't
saying?
know. He didn't know.
Yeah.
No, she shouldn't have threw the food away because now you throwing away.
Now,
the food
yeah,
from your
it's
child.
money
You
out
taking
his
from your
pocket.
child at this
You
point.
know?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You throwing the food away. You call and say you're hungry, but you throw it away in front of your child.
Yeah, that's
taken away from that
now
child.
that's plain
But
disrespectful.
my name is, but even if it's kids and you tell me your kids, I'm gonna say this once again. At the end of the day, it was more like somebody I was kind of like dating off and on, and we had a child. You know, dating off and on, we had a child. You know what I'm saying? But I was never really with the other kids. I wasn't just.
Yeah, you
Like,
want to feel the parents to do nothing for them.
Yeah, I really wasn't.
Yeah.
While I was dating then now, because my name.
Yeah,
But like
but see,
man,
everybody's not like that, cause you know, mama done dated some niggas that really didn't treat you like shit. You know, that didn't give a damn what you were doing. They just wanted mama. So,
but like my kids now, I take care of children that are not biologically mine.
Yeah.
But I raised them.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I wouldn't been with them since they were like 3 and 4,
Yeah.
two and
and
3.
it's good. You're a good person. Good people do things
I
like that.
raised them.
Everybody
It's
not.
different.
Everybody not kind and generous
Everybody
like
is.
that.
Well, I'll give you an example. I was dating this female. When I met her son was 3 years old. And we separated right before he turned 4. But he's 22 today, and I still call him.
Yeah, and he probably still respects
And
you
he
too. That's
still-
right. They do that,
Yeah.
you know, once they realize, you know, who really took care of them. You know, they come back and they realize that. And I got one more question about you because I saw this on the internet the other day, and it kind of pissed me off. Okay, this guy, he's paying $500 of child support. His baby mama is with another dude. His baby mama called him and told him that his daughter needed some shoes. His child needed some shoes. His wife that he's staying with, was mad like, hell no. Fuck that. The bitch getting $500. Let her buy the motherfucking shoes. You ain't finna buy a damn pair of motherfucking shoes, and if you do, you getting the fuck out type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck her. We're talking about fuck you, fuck your child, and fuck the shoes. You know, she went off on this nigga because she felt like you with me. You already paying this bitch $500 a month. If the bitch need anything, she the one put you on child support. She should get that shit out of the child support. He's saying this is my child. Whatever my child needs, I'm gonna get it for him, regardless of the $500 that she's getting a month.
Right.
The wife is saying, nigga, you with me now. You know, fuck that bitch. She already taking $500 out of our motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm talking about? She do not deserve another dime from you. But he's saying, that's my child. I'm gonna get her whatever. Now
Now
check
you
this
tell
out.
her-
I'm not finished yet. The baby mama got a nigga that's with her. But he not buying no shoes for the kid. You know what I'm talking about? And it's not his child. He don't feel responsible to have to buy any shoes for a kid. But the girl is getting $500 in child support every month. So what do you guys think about that? Is his wife right? Is the baby mama right? Is he right? Who's right?
She is right because the thing is, if she's getting child support, then if my child called me, then I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
That my child called me.
yeah,
But if she's calling me and I'm giving you money, then no, I'm not gonna do it.
yeah.
But if my child called me and asked me herself,
Yeah.
then yes, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. What you say?
Okay, I have a lot to say. And I guess because I'm not a baby mama, you know, people may take offense. But if you do, who cares? Anywho,
Next level shit.
yeah, who cares? I just feel like, yeah, 500 is a lot.
That's a lot.
And it is, that money should be utilized on the child and not your bills.
Yeah.
And I know some people that take child support money and they use it for other things, but it does not go towards the child. And so, if the child needed shoes after 500,
You should be able to get that.
you should have been able to get shoes. But a lot of people take that money
And
and
do
use
other
it and
things.
spend
Child
it on
don't
the
even
next
see it,
man
yeah.
that won't even spend it on your child. That's why I say it goes both ways, and I can understand the wife point, because if you done gave 5 and then you give an additional 200 or
Right.
whatever, then you know, what are you paying for as a mother? What are you paying for?
Well, I'm gonna agree to disagree with that.
Okay,
And
well,
Okay.
that's right.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm
What you got for that?
because with my daughters, I
Sky's
know
the
how
limit.
much my daughters cost.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have to be realistic. They ain't her with $200 by herself. Okay, just her alone. Then nails done, feet done, they little outfits. Realistically, I'm not gonna say 500 is a cheap amount, but I know even if when I was paying like $580 in child support, $590, $600 child support at one point.
How much are you? How old are you, girl?
Now, 218 and 126.
And when this was going on, how old were they?
When I was paying for 3 kids, that was 2 boys too. I was paying $600 a month.
And how old were they when you were paying this?
It was like 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
The boys were, and my daughter was like 12, 9. But my thing is this: even back to my daughter alone, I know how much she costs. So $500 realistically for my baby girl, that ain't shit.
Yeah.
It's not, because like I say, her nails done. She gonna want some designer, like.
But that's
Realistically.
that's wrong. Are you as a
But
father?
you know, even
Are you
as a-
supposed to? Are you responsible for her wants?
as a father, I believe I am.
Like, if you wanted to go get the silky lace front, you responsible for that?
I didn't know that.
For
So-
the-
As my daughters,
I disagree with that.
Saying, I get what
Because-
you're saying, because think about it. A few years ago, this became a thing where sew-ins was the thing, and you
Yeah.
were paying $200 and $300
Yeah.
back then. When you were getting your hair
When
done,
I-
you were spending under $100.
Yeah,
You
it never
were
happened for me.
braided.
I didn't get the Jordans. Know what I'm talking about? I had to go get the motherfucking pro wing. I had to go get the pro wing. I didn't get the motherfucking the motherfucking cross color pants. Nigga, I had the Jordans and shit. So I can't. I don't feel like I'm obligated to buy something excess. I could get your haircut, but I ain't got to go get you no motherfucking Nicki Minaj style. You know what I'm talking about? I can get you some nice shoes. I don't have to get you the new Yeezys.
Well,
You know what I'm
this is
talking
my
about?
thing. If I go live that lifestyle, this is my philosophy.
If you gonna
I put
say
on
you want the
$200
child,
vapor max.
yeah.
My son put on $200 vapor max.
Mm.
If I gonna give me a chain and I can spend $2,500 on a damn chain, with my if I feel myself responsible,
Exactly.
Responsible
That's
enough.
what I'm finna say. Well,
I can go spend it on him. But my thing is, but I don't like when you have people, when you have grown up said, oh, they got Coach purses, they got this, they got that, but then they go to Walmart to get their kids shoes.
yeah,
You ain't gonna go to Walmart to get your shit.
yeah. Well, I
So
feel
like
you
take
on
your
that.
kids to,
Yeah.
so that's why I say with my daughters I do it, because with me I know how I do for myself.
Yeah.
So the same level
But
I do
if
for
you
myself.
flashy or whatever, you want them to look shiny too. I get
do
you.
the same that I
But
get.
if you're a penny pincher and you keep your tight budget, you just gonna give them what is needed. You know what I'm talking about? You don't have to overspend just to make your child love you or to feel like you accepted in society.
Well, I used to buy my son what I like. So if I like Jordans, if I like whatever I like, that's what I bought him.
Yeah.
And
But
he's
see,
spoiled. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I seen a lot of women doing that when I was growing up. Every time Christmas came, birthday came, a holiday came, or something came, the kid had to get the new Jordans, or the kid had to get the new Coca-Cola shirt, or the new Neiman Marcus hat, and that caused a lot of pressure on the parents.
But see, that's where the
because
problem
they
come in
wasn't
when
really
you-
making that type of money, but they wanted to show everybody that they love their child, or that they're gonna do this for
Well,
their
you
kid.
know
But that's where the problem come in when you just a Christmas a holiday parent.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
Right.
That $500 does become a problem. Yeah, she get it every month.
See, cause I ain't no
But
holiday
yeah,
parent.
that's the only time you get the money, or
Okay,
that's the only time
$100
you spend the time with your
$100
child.
from
Yeah,
Netflix,
that's
a book,
why
that's
it's
my
a
boy.
problem. Do that child come visit on you on the weekend?
Yeah.
Do y'all keep that child,
Yeah.
that dollar? Cause you still got to feed them.
Yeah.
You still, so
Or I say sometimes you spend over
$500
$500.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean,
That's
just on one
sometimes
trip,
you gotta
like
buy
you go to
shoes,
the
sometimes
zoo.
You don't gotta buy
Yeah.
shoes.
You
Sometimes
take
my
your
mama
child
come,
out,
sometimes
you-
That's what I'm
my
saying,
dad's
that's
time.
real
Okay,
problem.
Shit, I
just
done
like
switched
the
out
point
from
that you proved. Like prime example, T-Rail, if y'all know who he is, he's an artist or whatever. He talks about going to Walmart, and then he did where he went to Dillard's and he looked at an outfit for his son.
Yeah.
Versus it was almost $100 for a shirt and pants. Yes, and when he went to Walmart, he could get a busload of stuff,
Yeah.
and his son was still happy. I feel like you can ball on the budget, but I feel like some parents gotta know how to live in their budget.
Yeah.
And don't live past your means, because you will go broke
Trying to keep
trying
up with
to
the
buy
Jones.
designer things.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Well, I get what you're saying, but the like my son,
Do
he
this.
wears a man size now. So realistically, $500, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I ain't gonna find every month,
Yeah.
but realistically, I know that in 1 month, I gotta hustle, come on, more than 500, because like I say, his shoes gonna run 140, 160 by themselves.
so your son is too good to buy shoes that's on sale. So let's say if it's some Vans, these some fly ass
Yeah.
Vans. So he's too good to wear the Vans.
Nah.
Or if it's some Chucks, and these Chucks, these some badass Chucks, and they on sale. Hey, they $60.
Now what I'm saying is,
Some kids
That's
stuck
what I'm
on
saying.
Jordan.
The
No.
$200 you spend, you could get three
I'm
of
gonna
them.
tell you
Both
my
pairs,
grandchildren.
yeah.
My grandson and my granddaughter. My grandson is 15. My granddaughter is 17 on Halloween.
Mhm.
I go buy me Jordan and this that. And I do try to buy this thing, but you know what they tell me? No. We don't want you to buy us that. They want to shop on Shein.
Mm. Okay, so
I
that's
have budget, even though I can get, they don't want it.
Mhm.
They don't want me spending money like that.
yeah.
They like Gigi, instead of us going shopping to them, like, can we shop on Shein this weekend? This is how they, and I feel like that is, to me, that's good, because when they go out here and get older, they're gonna know how to survive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to be like everybody else.
They're gonna know they don't have to live above their means, because they already do it.
And I feel that's what I feel sometimes when we buy them all these Jordans and all these gifts, and we gift them with the
You have to
PlayStation
help.
5. We're enabling them. We're making them feel like they're gonna always get what they ask for. And the world ain't like that. Sometimes you're not gonna get what you want. You know, and sometimes you're gonna have to work for it.
what you just, what she was ready to say, what you just said, but difference, you can gift them, but it's how you gift them.
Yeah.
Like, if your grade's not up to point.
Yeah, I don't see why you should be getting no
They're
Jordans.
not getting
That's what I'm
it. They're
saying.
not getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, so don't get that twisted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them to the best of my ability, what they need and what they want.
Yeah.
But that's just because at the end of the day, if they don't what
They're
they're
doing what they're
supposed to do.
supposed to do.
Now, when they know what they're supposed to do,
Ain't no gift.
ain't none of
I tell them, I will always give
that.
you what you need.
They ain't none of
What
that.
you want.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're gonna earn what you want.
I know that's right. So I see that we are some good parents. We understand how to raise a child and you know, and what we would do with ours and what we wouldn't do.
And speaking of raising a child, I had the daycare it's the daycare / learning center that my 4-year-old goes to. He started pre-K. And the first day or whatever, teacher tell him something, he won't cry. You know what I'm saying? And so he has his time where he gets in his modes at 4 years old, and he acts up.
Mm.
So I went up there one day, and he had been acting up. So I took him in the restroom, and I whooped his ass.
Mhm.
Took him back in the classroom, and I stood there for a few minutes. He sucked it up, quit crying, and he had a good day.
Yeah.
So, but when I came back up there the next day, the teacher, the director pulled me to the side and was like, well, you know, we can't take that to your son and all of that, but we appreciate, you know, next time you're going to have to like do it outside, you
Yeah.
know, away from the building.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said,
So I can't.
that's the damn
discipline
problem
my
right
own
there.
son, but
Exactly.
y'all
That's
can't.
all CPS.
I told her, I said, to me, that's the problem right there. I said, when you act up, is where you get it at.
Yeah. You
That's
can
the way I
call me and
look
tell
at
me he acting up, but when I discipline him, it's a problem.
But you remember
The
we
fuck?
had this conversation last time about paddling
Because
in
they
the
want-
school, because back in the day when we went to school, paddling was.
Well, them teachers
in
to
the
beat my
school
ass. I done had a paddle broke on my
They
ass.
ask you, do you want to get it by me or do you want it by your parent? And you
I always got it by everybody.
I
Parents
want it by
and
you,
school.
because I don't want to go home and
Yeah, you gonna get hit all in the neck, back, and everything. You get home.
Because I know for many times I used to play sleep.
Yeah, but see, back, I believe if they still had that in school now, a lot of kids wouldn't be so mischievous like they are now. Because, you know, I know y'all done heard, you don't even have to be outside. You could just be sitting at the door, and you can hear some little kids walking home from school, and they cuss harder than motherfucking drunk people.
Boy.
Come here, how? Why did I just be cussing? You look out that door, they back to, they cool. You know what I'm talking about? You be wondering, what the fuck are the parents, you know? But all of us used to be that way when we got away from parents that's freaking wild and
But the
crazy.
difference is, even when I got away from my parents, I ain't trying to cuss.
But I
I'm
respect.
cussing at a sailor. But if it was adults around or adults around, I cut it.
Yeah.
I didn't keep going.
These days, they ain't cutting nothing.
Boy, they
cuss
going,
It's a different generation, and this is
They look at you like, bitch,
Yeah.
what's your problem?
They
Yeah,
on the internet.
yeah, they on that. They on that. They with the shit these years.
They not
So-
putting book covers on books. They not even bringing books home.
See, they taking guns to school. They ain't worried about no books. But this is why I want to ask. Being that it is, you know, the beginning of school year and everything, and everyone, you know, have kids and stuff. When you first had to send your kid to school during the first of the year, you know, how did that make you feel? Especially if it's a preschool or kindergarten. How does that make you feel? When you're letting your baby go for the first time. I see women be so emotional. They just be crying. Oh, look, the baby coming back in a few hours. They go, oh, he gonna never see him. Like he going to the Navy or some shit.
Stop telling.
What is that? Why do women feel like that?
Big by choice, did you cry?
Which child did you cry on?
All of them.
When Paris went to when her first day of school, my baby girl, I did.
You did. What was it? Was it the mama don't leave me?
Nah, she was ready to go. It was just me. I was just weird. You know?
Oh man.
You know, I just didn't want nothing to happen to her. I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want to get back on no paper. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
That's how it be.
Did you cry?
Ah, the mama left my baby. He been crying now thinking about it.
Yeah, I was happy.
Good boy, most men be happy. Nigga be ready to get back home. Your mama off today too.
But for the most part, my kids didn't like, when they were younger, they went to daycare, but they didn't go to like daycare for the most part.
Right.
For the most part, I kept my kids.
Uh-huh.
So when it was time for them to go to school,
It was a vacation.
man,
The dad would pack lunch and everything. You got the juice?
Boy.
All right. Get your coat now. Don't forget the boots.
say, and who was y'all, and all y'all children, who have children up here, including the step kids or the ones who like kids too, because you got some that like kids. Which one was your biggest headache?
Oh, the boy or the girl? Well, the boys be messed up because women seem to just let them run wild.
Who was your biggest headache?
Little girl can't go outside. She can't be on the phone.
That's
She
true.
can't date till she's 46. See that little girl be.
I got
My
an
baby
answer for
boy.
that.
Your baby boy.
Yeah,
My baby boy.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Boy, be
What
hell,
about
boy.
you, Ray?
Yeah, I agree to it.
One got your headache. Yeah, they
No, that ain't one of them.
Yeah, they did. I was there. I heard it. Yeah, they did. Boy,
They angels are.
now we know you lying.
You know, the devil got some amazing
Cause man, my niece is hell on wheels. You ain't lying. My niece is hell on wheels. Yeah, cause she'll tell you. She's trying to slap you. Like she has no problem telling you that.
But that's crazy because my daughter, The daughters was the worst one. They the one wanted to, Daddy, can I have a boyfriend? It's not time. That shit there worried me.
Man,
The biggest thing that worried me was me turning on Facebook and my daughter on this bitch twerking or something in the mirror or something, naked.
Well,
Bro, that was the biggest scare for me, bro.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
talking about?
later on, but when I was, man, my son, got a son that's 24. That dude there, oh my, say, that dude was hell.
Man.
He got kicked out of daycare. Then he got kicked out of pre-K.
Oh, man.
Who kicked out for the pre-K? What was that?
Gangster.
He was like, he had to be
kid that don't like the
be like,
They were friends.
man, he had to be like 10 years old.
They don't like the sheriff. Mine.
At this point, my brother left out. But at this point, we didn't took this dude to the graveyard. We took him to the police station. I actually took everything out of his room, everything out the room, and left him with a mattress and a bucket for the weekend. Like, you keep on board, this is where you end up, you gonna be in jail. I don't know, when I say we did it, one day, he did something again. I walked to the house, I told my wife at the time, I'm gonna kill his ass. I'm gonna kill him. I can't take it no more. We come through this door, I'm gonna kill his ass. Came through that door, my brother had to grab me. Cause when I say I was just so, boy, I love that boy. Don't get it twisted though, cause he gonna go to war for me. He gonna pull up and air everything out. Fuck with me. But growing up, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That nigga gave me hell.
Man.
And it was like, you could what was that at 3 o'clock. And at 3:15 it's the same age.
That nigga sound like me. Say, I was hell, boy. I know I gave my mama them hell, boy. I'm talking about throwing rocks at people's cars, playing nigga knock. I played nigga knock so much I was breaking people's windows. And then my friends don't look, they stop running to my ooh, so they finna snitch on me. But we all out here playing nigga knock. I'm the one getting snitched on.
But did you ever do the trick where you put the shit in the trash bag? I mean in a paper sack?
Doo-doo?
Yeah, and then you light it, and then you light it, and when you light it,
the people come outside and step on it.
They step on it.
Oh, no. Where the fuck you get that from? They was in the country and shit. You hang with gangbangers.
You might get stuck on that.
What gang y'all call that? We play shit like hide those seats. But behind those get it, this nigga playing the shit bag and shit. Where did y'all get the shit from? First of all. And who picked it up?
It was dog shit.
Oh my God. I saw this shit on the movie before.
Dog shit, putting it in the bag.
They playing with dog shit.
He loved doing that.
I couldn't even get me kind of fun. I made my homeboy. I dared my homeboy to eat some dog doodle, and he put it in it was dry too, had hair in and everything. I dared my homeboy to eat some dog doodle. It was dry, nigga. It had hair in it.
We need to change
I was bad, bro. I was bad, little kid, bro.
Fix it.
Alright, so now that we've talked about our children and how we deal with them and put up with them, what are some of the best moments that you've gotten from your child? Like, have your child ever done something that you were just so proud about?
Graduating.
Okay.
Both of them.
Oh, now that's what's up. What feeling did it give you? Like they done.
They done.
Already.
What about you, Chris?
Well, I just.
I think I felt that same way when they
it's
left
just
home.
like-
They done.
It's memories I hold on to. I mean, one of my sons graduated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I love unconditionally.
It could be a mom there when they first born. When you look in their eyes,
So it's just all the memory because they used to like when I would have my depressed moments.
they were there.
They was right there, like right there to lift my spirits.
Yeah.
And that was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because of the position I was in my gender or whatever case, they understood You know, they like mommy, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about that, don't trip on that, we will. You know what I'm saying? So,
We got you.
it's just a unconditional thing. We're like that, parents, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what's up.
What about you, Kyle?
Oh, my baby. I got it for lady, so I don't know. I only have one. Well, I got a lot, but I want. I raised kids. I raised everybody's kids, and then I taught for 10 years. So everybody's kids in my class were my kids. So
Yep, she
I love you.
mean, she had one student that felt her up, the other one laid on the tip.
Oh, she one of them kissing teachers. Huh?
They give her a hug. It was never a side hug. That was a front hug. They lay on the titties. She let them do it, so.
Everybody passed.
But I got two of them. My first, my baby boy Kendall, that dude there, man, he is a trip. I was playing basketball, and he ran out on the court. He like, hold on, wait. He had to be like 6. We like, what's wrong? He say, Daddy, you can't see with all that sweat. And he had a towel. And he wiped my face.
Wow.
He wiped my face. He was like, okay, Daddy, you good now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The best thing the kids do, they just
Yeah.
like, see, somebody care about it.
Yeah, but then he came back later on when he was about 10 and her kind of insulted me. Because
Old ass nigga, can't even play no
we
basketball.
was having now we had started the car club. My original car club. We had started it. And I was like, well, we have a coming out party. You know what I'm saying, for the club. So he made quit saying that. Because I say, bro, man, what you doing, it look fruity. And nigga told me, says the man that's having a coming out party.
The coming out party.
Yeah. That's why I say debut now. I don't say coming out party. He stopped me from saying that. He stopped me from saying that.
He got with you on that.
He got me on that. I wasn't ready. He got me on that.
Well, I had, I raised 3 kids from babies on up till they were grown, man, and they loved me. They love me to this day, still call me dad and everything, and I still love them too, man. And it's just growing up, and I have a daughter. She has 3 kids now, and I always told her, I try to keep her away from the boys. I try to keep her in the church, and I be damn boy. She did like her mama. When she turned 16, she got pregnant. You know what I'm talking about? So. And her mama ended up, it was the same way. It's just a family thing. They got 16, they got to liking boys before that, but around 16, it was on the pocket, you know what I mean? But, I loved her. I tried to keep her away from it, but you can only do so much, and I loved her through all of it anyway. And then she ended up having 3 beautiful grandchildren. When I say beautiful, your grandbaby ain't got nothing on mine. You know what I'm talking about?
Right there. I got 4 of them. Hey, man, I got no.
And see, that's the good thing about it, man.
I got 6 of them.
Even though they take us through the ups and downs,
We win.
and through the ins and outs, and we have a lot of pain, we do have a lot of good
I
times.
ain't got nothing in
But you know what? I'm glad you said that about the kids, though. The one thing I'm blessed to say is that I can honestly say, if you look at my children, you can honestly say, they some cute babies.
Yeah.
You guys say that, like, when my children were younger, I never really got the compliment. I didn't get just, oh, that outfit's so cute, that outfit's so cute. They actually would say, you got a cute baby. See, you know you got an ugly baby when all you do is compliment on the outfits.
Yeah.
If they compliment the baby they sell, that's how you know that baby ain't cute.
Hold on, wait a minute. So did they say the baby the kids took after their mama?
No, they did. I'm sexy as hell. Fine, shoot, girl.
I tried it.
And first, my third boy, he just like me, boy. He get all of them, man.
Oh,
Quit playing.
Oh, man.
I'm saying, you know what? It's alright. We have a contest that I'm bringing my
Bring your children. Bring your children.
They're my
up here.
grandkids. I'm killing the game.
Bring your children up
Killing the
there.
game. So we got 2 games we're gonna finish up. The show come a little bit low. So we got the first question. It's the wild style question. You know what I'm saying? I bring the next level question. And then we're gonna have to think about choice to other segment. But so The question of the day is, would you let your partner, I'm gonna say this, would you save your partner if you had to do a sexual act that you did not want to do and was not comfortable with? Would you do it to save your partner?
If it's like depends on it, yeah. If the shit belong to you,
Oh, okay. So it's like depending on you.
I felt that.
What about you?
MJG for a minute.
What you think you at? You let it die.
I said MJG for a minute.
What about you, think about your what's gonna happen?
It just depends on.
I mean, I'm gonna say.
I'm just saying.
Chris, you won't say?
Don't lie.
Yeah, because I'm being control of the situation.
Right.
Well, I'm saying, but what if you're not? What if the situation when you're not?
What me say it again?
What's the situation when you're not in control, and
That ain't gonna be too many times. I'm not gonna be in control. It's a mental thing, man. It's a mental thing. I'm gonna be mental.
that is not the question. That was not the question.
I said I'm a saver.
Why would you say?
Because I love her.
Oh, well, she out of there for me. I mean, I feel like, not being funny, just like if I gotta be, touched in an inappropriate way by another man or something like that,
Just on the inside.
I don't think
So let's
you ain't gonna
change
make it.
around.
Let me touch you on the inside
You
part.
have to say the person that you love.
Who ass am I eating?
Whoever, to say the person that you love. Would you eat that?
It depends who ass I gotta eat.
You gotta eat ass to save their life?
It depends who ass I gotta eat.
Jesus Christ.
Cause,
A whole lot of ass
it
eating.
depends who ass I gotta eat.
What if it's Uncle Clifford?
At the paint.
We don't
At the paint.
when you brought that up, I meant to touch on it. But next week we gonna touch on that subject too, about the fact that he's married, but he's playing the role that he's playing. But he's married to a woman. I mean, he got a wife now, but he playing that role.
I don't say.
I mean, they might be, their own thing going on.
I love me some little murder. At the end of the day, he acting. He getting corn. He's in real life.
I mean, that's
Y'all niggas gay.
Y'all said Will Smith gay?
Hell yeah, you gay. Why you think he slapped that nigga?
We don't know the correct answer.
I mean, cause ain't no way I done said acting, but that's too much acting. Like he got too many scenes. I mean,
But honey, depending
The
on what
homeboy that shot himself was gay too.
you can't pay me enough. You cannot pay me enough.
in prison.
Yeah, they was in prison together.
Oh Lord Jesus.
You cannot pay me
I
enough
don't
to
know
kiss.
who shot his
To be kiss a man like you be kissing these men.
Yeah, he kissed that nigga with feelings.
No.
He'll pay for the
I'm sorry.
But once acting, but you don't know who the stuff I tell you, because just like Mercedes, when she do certain tricks, it doesn't always be Mercedes. Those pole dances. You have
I've said
We talking about pole dancing, we talking about pole dancing, but they ain't the same kind of pole dancing.
I get that, but you
No.
don't know if it's a stunt
it's a stunt on the mouth to mouth. I mean, that's a good ass stunt.
But you know,
That's a good ass stunt
just
there.
like you got this green screen, they can easily have him look like his.
Nah.
Nah.
Did you see the look on those people's faces at the last scene? He was kissing. He was kissing.
So
I can't, my wife, I can't do nothing but look at it.
Why do you watch
Hey, this is very interesting. Very interesting. Let me tell you what, it's very interesting.
It's good.
But it's a bunch of freaky shit that goes on. We ain't talking about, well. So that's what it's made for. This year is made for. It's made for freaky ass people. And so my girl is the freakiest.
Yeah, well, she.
Yes, she is. She is.
I think
And I hate what they did to Diamond.
Alright, what you got? Take us out and think about yours.
Matter of fact, all the hoes at the pink, we don't watch that.
What you got to think about yours?
It's just simple.
It's simple. Okay, go ahead.
It's simple. It's
Okay.
just simple.
It's one of those
Here
things.
we go.
It's just simple, y'all, because, no, it's simple.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what those.
We really know what's coming out this bag, man. It's like Phyllis the cat. In his bag of dicks, tricks.
Warm touch,
Oh,
warm,
full roll up today.
personal lubricant.
Oh, do you what's the do with the lubricant?
Hey,
What kind of wait. So when you touch it,
Pass it down. Okay.
everybody passes that. You put them in the mouth.
Okay.
You put the lubricant on your lips.
I mean, you sure know it, like, what's going on?
You must be one of them you blow on and it get warm.
It's a sensation.
Okay,
Yeah, warm
everybody
sensation.
blow on it again. Everybody,
Let's find out.
everybody, I do.
Alright.
Take it out, out the breath.
Alright, we're sexual education.
All right, here we go.
All right, let me get back in on this.
Come on. Come on. Out your paper. We're not racing though. Out your paper.
Oh, you said take it off the thing?
No, I said take. Where you got her? Okay, come
After
on.
paper.
Wait, okay, come on. So we right.
Wait, no, sir,
Right,
no,
right.
no. Come on, so you listen to that. Come on.
Y'all
You
hear
did get one.
So you said.
You talking about you gonna take his
We
home?
got one for you. We got one for you.
Who gonna eat it fast? So what does this do? You got strong jawbone, lip muscle.
Well, I eat this very slow. I done broke all of this. All
Well,
right.
you can call your jawbone.
I guess I should eat mine.
Tell me,
another way.
silly.
You got-
Take it off the paper.
Bring it.
I see you taking it off.
Bring it all the way down.
Wait, bring it. I done broke mine. We supposed to stand up, but I know he got. Come on. Y'all ready?
I won.
Hold on. You already got it in your mouth. Hold on.
From the bottom of the top.
Alright,
I want you to
put it in the mouth. Hold up, we got count.
You didn't say
Hold up,
that.
everybody put it in their mouth. Hold up, no, you cheat. You cheat.
over.
Yeah, get done.
Two. Hold up, come on, put it in. 1, 2, 3, 3. Go. No slurping.
I still gotta do that shit. Come on, bro.
That's too much in my mouth. He's a spilling.
I'm mad at that.
Look at the CEO.
I'm mad at that. I was mad at that. I was mad at you. You were crazy.
Wow, man.
Bro,
Okay.
Wow.
We're not doing last place, y'all. Say, ooh,
we got
don't come my way.
We got friends on both sides of the chicken.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was so long.
That was fun like that. I like that. And it's so good.
We been taking it out.
You want to put a little food roll up on the clitoris?
That might hit.
Yeah, we just gonna put it on there. That's it.
What, where?
On the clitoris. You just
It
put
might
on.
hit, but.
Is that it?
I stuck it out a little.
Oh.
Good. I lick that motherfucker out there.
You ain't lying. I still will.
Put a hole in there or something. in the can,
So you
the
got a
food roll
blown
up.
sensation. You up there blowing on it.
Now what's the wrong sensation? Oh damn, we get a lollipop.
Oh.
I had a partner.
Oh, so we gonna
Well, where we gonna put this
I had a
It's
partner.
living in the home.
I had a partner. He came to the crib with his lady. He said he was a Muslim. Supposed to be Muslim. He said he didn't eat pork. His girl say, yes he do. We was like, no he don't. He was like, no I don't. And then she was like, yes he do. So we was like, well how does he eat pork? And she was like, you gotta put it on the pussy, he'll eat it. So now we call him P.O.P.
Pussy up. 8% support.
Yep.
Pork on the pussy.
Yep. Shout out to my boy Nate.
Yo, people, hold it down.
Damn.
Hold it down.
Damn. He didn't put his name out there. Oh, little tink tink.
Who's in the chain wax?
Uh-oh.
Hey, how you
Okay,
doing?
go.
How you doing, Nate?
What was the best person you had?
What trick are we doing next?
Child.
What trick are we doing next?
Sir.
What trick are
What shit are we doing?
What's going on?
Sir, he asked you a
It
question.
is Think by Choice Marvel right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my dog.
Don't take our moment. Think by Choice Marvel.
Instead, go to church.
Come on, instead, go to church.
Instead, go to church. You see the pressure?
Think by Choice is your turn. It's your turn. What's the last part?
I ain't in it.
Oh, Lord.
They won that pastor. We guys said they had the pastor. Was that true? Yeah. They won the pastor was.
With the ranch. With the
With the
ranch.
ranch around there. That's, I still want that money. I'm gonna call that pastor. This ass going to hell.
They probably said, you had somebody
Hey, not get forgiven.
The yellow folks gonna pick him up. They're gonna stop in his house. Come on. Come on, bring him on. We heard about you.
We know about you. We saw what you did last night.
You always told me.
You know, that one time in band camp?
Will you use that ranch?
That's my moment.
Oh, damn. Go ahead.
Oh, fellas,
Huh?
what's the wait? Do you suck it with the stick on here? Oh,
Now you gotta cut the stick out.
oh, you got the.
You slam it down on the ground and you break the pieces of it. Right. Then you eat it, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you go ahead and just chew the gum straight up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna eat that. No, because then I got a knot in my jaw. I'm
I love it.
Oh, God.
What you say?
Go ahead.
With the first
I'm asking you all, 'cause, I mean, y'all admit, I don't know if you.
I'm like that owl in the kitchen where pop 3 licks and bite. 3 bite with 1, 2, 3. We gotta get to this
You sound like that. You sounded like that.
Because some guys leave the stick on, and
No,
then some breaks it
What
off.
they do, they just lick it, or they-
they
They ain't
mouth.
like
So
sucking no damn balls because balls, I don't know what balls have flavor or not, but shit, a lot of balls got goddamn flavor. I don't know. I don't know if balls have flavor, but what I do know is balls got flavor. And shit, I'm not gonna flavor.
I didn't know
My nigga said, yo, that nigga.
Shit. I'm just telling you straight up. Even when I was on that side, I don't know what balls say. Let me clarify that. And shit, I didn't know what was I don't even eat pork.
Man, you will if it's in the right place.
I don't even eat pork.
You wouldn't take like Captain D's, but
That's
hey, bro.
That's a lie.
Oh, God.
That's a lie.
Oh, man. It can taste like Long John Silver, but it better not smell like no Long John Silver. We gonna have some problems.
If it tastes like Long John,
Oh,
I still
no.
don't.
I think the mics have went out.
Jesus
Oh,
said,
Lord.
come with this conversation on
Yeah, they
call
should.
right now.
Now I'm gonna.
Oh, man.
Jesus said fix.
Oh, my Lord, that was funny.
Oh, wow.
Jesus
I don't
said
even
fix
know what
it.
to
He
happen
put
with
lights
that.
on pause.
Hold on, watch that on my church.
I don't know.
Add some KY jelly.
Oh, Lord.
That
Woman
blue.
sensation shit while I go watch that.
It's unisex.
Lunacy.
Mm.
What you got going on?
I don't know what she's talking about.
Got that lube over here.
You-
Oh, they said, hey,
Oh,
you
This is warm.
Yeah, we make it black.
Who's dry?
You can never say something unisex.
Yeah, this is. Oh, where I can. Let me bring it out.
You can do that.
Oh, I can't even pull it out.
Let me see you.
Leave it in.
Let me see you pull it down. Ooh, I got it.
Okay, what is that?
Warm still.
Warming gel. So what are we warming? The cookies?
Yeah, or the balls, or the nuts,
The balls, the balls should be naturally hot.
or the butt,
Oh.
No, be warm though.
or whatever.
Hold the
I don't
what?
need no.
You don't need your butt to be warm, do
Yeah,
you?
my tongue went right on the.
Oh.
Oh, you gonna lick that?
Somebody gonna rub it.
Rub it and lick it? Oh, it get warm. When you gotta blow it, or you just rub it and it get warm?
Somebody have to blow.
Oh, you gotta blow it.
Hey, see, hey,
I like that already. So you gotta blow it. I know where I'm gonna put it at. Blow on this. Blow it, girl. Blow it harder.
You got it.
It's gonna be
That was real warm.
Yeah.
Oh, the breath is hot.
I didn't know what I did. You know what I said.
Breath is not hot at all.
You know what you trying to say? You
Okay.
see what he said?
So you put those on all your
I ate
your
ice
sensitive
before,
spots
I
like the
blew on it.
You hear what he said?
coochie, the
You hear what he
balls,
said?
the
That
penis,
is what he
the
said.
Wherever you would
I
like.
would have
Yeah,
nipple.
nipple.
Yeah, nipple.
and just blow on.
I was the scene by
Yeah.
she was.
Okay. And it's called, what is it called again?
It's called warm touch.
It's called warm touch. So you ladies that want to touch your men in all the right spots, go get you some of that warm touch. And bring a red rose with you.
And before we go out, cause we get a little bit over. Before we go out, I've got one question to my males in the back. Is it okay for a woman to suck your nipples?
Yeah.
Damn, it's right.
What's wrong with
I'm a big fan of nipple sucking. But everybody doesn't like that. You know, I get turned on when a woman kiss on my chest. You know what I'm talking about? I love kissing on women's breast. But some women don't like you to kiss on their breast. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit is crazy to me. Like, bitch, I love titties. What the fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, suck my nipples. Yes. Yeah.
Bitch, suck my nipple, kiss my neck,
What about you?
whatever. Do it.
What that mean? You don't know what that mean? You like your nipples sucked a lot. Little areola, like you touched up.
Is that a sensitive spot, like your chest, your neck, behind your ear? What's your sensitive spot? You don't want to get a secret. Let's go get it up, man. One spot, man. The women that want to know, man. Well, Teddy Bear said you got to find out.
Well, I'm gonna tell mine. I love my nipples sucked. That shit is crazy. I love that shit.
Look at you like something wrong with it. Look at that.
If I could. Oh, I didn't mean. Let me see.
So,
Innocent say you look good.
Oh, okay, you don't see that. That's
so,
good.
with that being said,
Can you suck your nipples down?
I wanted to ask, can a woman, when y'all kiss y'all own nipple, does it feel the same way that it feels when somebody else kissing on? Cause we can't kiss our own shit. So, what does it feel? Do y'all get a feeling out of that?
Yeah,
Nah.
All my ladies, all my members have sex.
Nah, your titties come up there, man. Every woman can suck their own titties.
My shit don't come up to there. You
Prove
see
it.
how?
Prove it. Take it out and prove it.
Honey, look at these. Yeah.
Prove
They're not-
it. Lift them up and prove it.
They look like they go up there.
No, sir, they don't.
They might reach the man.
I don't think they don't. And you just touched my booty. Oh, you too? Did you suck that?
I'm trying to lift her boobs too.
Goddamn.
Trying to lift her
You were
boobs.
closer to him.
Okay, what will the boobs reach up there? Let's see, let's find out. Lift.
Somebody lying this one. Let's see. Everybody take them off like that.
Right now.
They like, hold up.
That was the
I ain't never tried.
Them motherfuckers.
Sir.
Every woman can suck their own titty. It's not. I know. The only way you can't suck your own titty if you don't have no titty.
Okay, my bad.
The motherfucker just right there. You got to fold that motherfucker and come to your lip.
But I really think you lying. I know you lying.
Okay, so you want to get back on to the
Oh, okay.
Okay, we gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna let you go out.
theme music.
Hey, don't forget, Next Level 2.0 Auto Club. If you want, if you're interested in joining, or you can come on the podcast, then reach out. You can comment on the YouTube and let us know that you're interested on coming on the podcast. Once again, my producer is
Illinois Entertainment, man. Hit us up, illinoisglobal@gmail.com, man, if you want to be a guest on the Next Level podcast.
And if you need anything production done, he also has a studio up here. You know what I'm saying? He does it all. Like I said before, to get at him, you know what I'm saying? And he'll contact us too if need be. Once again, appreciate you for tuning in to Next Level 2.0 Auto Club Show. See y'all next week.